Hey class, I'm Mr. Thornton. You've got 20 days until May and I'm going to help you succeed in your GCSE. This lesson, 5 grade 9 exam tips. In this lesson I'm going to count down 5 quick tips which can really help your exam performance. Starting with... Did you know that you can make YouTube videos play back faster? This tip was suggested by Sajad K. Thanks very much, Sajad. If you go down to the play bar in a browser and you look just down here, you should be able to find a little cog symbol. If you click on that, then you can bring up a bunch of options and a bunch of settings. One of them is playback speed, and you can make videos play back faster. The mobile YouTube app now supports this functionality as well. If you tap on the screen to pause the video, you should see 3 little dots at the top right of the screen. You need to click on those and that will bring up a menu where there's lots of different settings, including one where you can change the playback speed. Reading out loud or talking out loud as you're revising engages the auditory parts of your brain as well. It gets your brain working a little bit harder and can improve the amount of information which you retain. And since you're talking out loud, you could even take this a step further and record yourself so that you could listen back to it and do a little extra revision, for example on the way to or from school. Most smartphones nowadays will either have a dictaphone app pre-installed or there's plenty of free ones which you can download. youtube.com/Chris Thornton UK. youtube.com/Chris Thornton UK. The colour of the screen which you're looking at may be interfering with your sleep, and changing the colour can help improve your sleep patterns. Thanks very much to ... for suggesting this one. Warm tones of light, the sort of colour of light you get at sunset, can make you feel more restful and tend to go to sleep, whereas the blue end of the spectrum can tend to keep you awake. Have you ever noticed how Twitter, Tumblr and Facebook are all predominantly blue? It's not that good for your sleep. There's an app called F-Lux, which you can download for free, which will gradually change the colour of the light on your screen and it will shift it towards those more orangey tones as you're getting close to bedtime. And it can help contribute to a good night's sleep. The effect will probably only be fairly minor, but it should help push you towards more healthy sleep patterns. Speaking of sleep, here's a little tip which might help you drop off a bit faster if you've had a lot on your mind that day. As you breathe in slowly, count 1. Hold it for a moment, and then as you breathe out, count 2. Back in, 1, back out, 2. In, 1, out, 2. And just repeat this. You need to really focus on those numbers. Hear the numbers being spoken in your head. Visualize the numbers. Breathe in, 1, out, 2. Focus on that. Try and push every other thought out of your mind and just focus on the numbers. And you should find you drop off fairly quickly. Have you ever noticed that it's always the hardest questions at the end of the exam paper? But if you've been working through them in order, those are always the ones which you end up trying to rush to finish. Those are the ones which need the most attention, and yet you give them the least attention because you don't have enough time to finish them. So try this instead. When you sit down and open the paper, go to the last question first. You'll be fresh and ready to go, and you'll be able to give that question the attention it needs. If you work through the paper in reverse, then you'll find that as you're getting more pressed for time and you're getting more worn out, the questions will be getting easier instead of getting harder. I hope that video really helped you. If it did, it really helps my channel when you like, subscribe and share these videos. Let people know I'm going to succeed in my GCSE. All the links and info for this video are in the description, and please let me know what you thought in the comments or on Twitter at Mr. Thornton UK, or use the hashtag #SucceedInMyGCSE. There are loads more GCSE Science videos on my channel too. Here's another one which YouTube thinks you might find useful. You can click my picture just here to subscribe, click down there to check how well you understood with the Snap Quiz website and app, and you can click just here to get my revision guides. Good luck in your GCSEs everyone, and thanks very much for watching.